All right, guys, how you guys doing? So, it's been a little bit, but I've kind of been done doing the background stuff for um, the project Watch to Earn and Broken Faucet. So, now I'm trying to get back into the YouTube slowly but surely. But yeah, so today we're gonna be doing the Broken Faucet white paper walkthrough. So I'm gonna be doing this in person, so I can get this out of the way, and then officially I'm gonna create one where it's just AI. So it's quicker, it's more seamless and whatnot. But I wanted to break down this with you guys in person if I could. So yep, we're just gonna go through the white paper and then I'm gonna talk about each and every single step. So I'm gonna be reading it kind of quickly so we can get through it. But the link for this will be in the description and then also in our Discord. So if you don't know, our Discord is where everything gets uploaded and gets mentioned first. So this, as you guys can see, has been since May 1st. This has been available, so it's been before-ish days now. So without further ado, let's get into the white paper. So Broken Faucet is an over-the-counter, discounted, over-collateralized wrapped NFT project hosted between the Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and Wax blockchains. Broken Faucet intends to be the first viable DeFi project that's integrated with NFT capabilities. Being an over-the-counter or OTC DeFi project, we hope to offer industry-beating returns due to the tokenomic design of our financial products and to do so in a manner which doesn't rely on the trustworthiness of a centralized exchange, nor the trustworthiness of a protocol's code and overall technical safety. So two things here. The reason why we're on Binance Smart Chain is because it's for Section 6, the FAUCET token, which is the corporate token for Broken Faucet. I like Binance Smart Chain. I haven't had an issue with it for Watch to Earn, so we're just continuing with that blockchain for the actual corporate token side. For Polygon, for the collateral sake of Broken Faucet, all of our collateral is based in Polygon-based tokens and coins, I guess. So basically, the reason why I did that is because Ethereum is more trusted than Binance, and so since Polygon is a layer 2, has more of the industry credibility that Binance really does, and then also it still has the minimal gas fees that Ethereum doesn't. So that's why we use Polygon for the basis of our collateral. And for the Wax part, Wax will be for the NFT functionality. It will be impossible cost-wise to be able to do this on Ethereum, so that's why we're deciding that Wax is going to be for us. So the second part I wanted to also mention was industry-beating returns. We will show an example of this later on into the white paper, so it's not just fluff in the beginning, but we'll get to that. So, introduction. Cryptocurrency is at a crossroads. In 2023, the awareness of cryptocurrency is at all-time highs, even though popularity is currently waning in this bear market. With that being said, the cryptocurrency industry has greatly developed its cryptography side since the beginning of Bitcoin back in 2009. However, the currency part of cryptocurrency, or in other words, the tokenomics behind cryptocurrency, is greatly lacking. From the previous 2021 crypto bull run, we've seen lots of businesses and corporate entities trying to get their slice of the pie from the seemingly promising cryptocurrency industry. However, in retrospect, a common pattern between many of the failures and blowups of these businesses was apparent. This was the copy and pasting of fiat products and business models into the cryptocurrency world. Whether it be the dying fad of the Bitcoin ATMs, fractional reserve practices in DeFi companies, or just overall poor tokenomics, such as with play-to-earn games, the failure of understanding the economic qualities of the cryptocurrency medium ultimately results in the death of many cryptocurrency projects, and thus typically the loss of financial capital on behalf of the project owners and very specifically community members. Broken Faucet is a cryptocurrency project that aims to showcase how properly aligned tokenomics can result in great financial outcomes for all members of a cryptocurrency project. And so, yeah. Only thing here that I really have to say is that, as I've been saying in other videos, is that cryptocurrency has all the tentacles it has. You know, we started since 2009, so realistically it's been 13, 14-ish years. I think it was in September 2009 when it was released on Bitcoin. But give or take 13, 14 years, we have all the tentacles. You know, we have the blockchains that can go super fast or can handle many different users or don't have outages, don't have 51% attacks, whatever. But the actual tokenomic side of cryptocurrency is still in this very basic form. So the whole point is that, in my opinion, I'm pretty good with the tokenomics side of cryptocurrency, and so that's why Wash to Earn is a demonstration of the new improved tokenomics, and then now we have Broken Faucet to showcase NFT related tokenomics that are now possible within the cryptocurrency industry. So next section here, what is an OTC DOW NFT? So the over-the-counter, discounted, over-collateralized, wrapped NFT is a new form of cryptocurrency that applies multiple different concepts within the financial and cryptocurrency industries. To appreciate the value of the Broken Faucet project, one must understand each segment of this acronym. So we have first part, over-the-counter. Starting with OTC, in the financial world, over-the-counter desks or over-the-counter markets are those in which people are able to exchange cryptocurrencies or other assets between two or more parties without affecting spot market price, which is established traditionally through centralized exchanges of some sort. The reason someone might seek an over-the-counter trading desk could be multifaceted. However, in the case of Broken Faucet, the value proposition of being an over-counter trading desk is that we're able to offer peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchange services, but we will always take the side of the seller. So from the perspective of the customer, there will always be liquidity as long as the trading desk has inventory available for purchase, which consists of corporate financial collateral. So with platforms such as local Bitcoins, traditional peer-to-peer exchanges match an independent buyer and seller with one another. However, with Broken Faucet, we replaced one side of that equation to smooth out the over-the-counter experience. So, yes, if you guys aren't aware, before the cryptocurrency exchanges really took off, the Bitcoins, the Krakens, the Bitfinex, and whatnot, essentially the issue that a lot of the people had when accessing the peer-to-peer cryptocurrency exchanges, such as local Bitcoins, is that you're limited to another person being there on the other side. So whether if you wanted to buy, it should be traditionally just Bitcoin. If you wanted to buy Bitcoin, you had to have someone else there. And then not just that, having someone else there, you had to rely on them giving you the Bitcoin back. You had to rely on their reviews. You had to rely on quite a few different things. And so the whole point is that if we can take one side of the equation of that and build a brand around our over-the-counter products, that it'll be a much more seamless experience essentially on behalf of the customer. But the only limitation is the amount of inventory that we have. So we can only scale as much as inventory that we have because we're selling our own collateral. So as quickly as we're able to access collateral and get more collateral for the project is as much inventory as we can get. So our only limitation is basically as much as we can grow ourselves on our side. So discounted now. Outside of providing liquidity for buyers, another positive aspect of being an over-the-counter trading desk is that the financial products that are made from the underlying financial collateral of Broken Faucet can be 100% unique and custom tailored to specific needs within the cryptocurrency space. So already available on the NFT marketplace, Atomic Hub from the Wax blockchain, already available on the NFT marketplace, Atomic Hub from the Wax blockchain. Our initial flagship financial product is the Financial Stablecoins series. The inspiration of the Fuse stablecoin is to diversify risk for stablecoin holders who are looking to hold their cryptocurrency for at least a short to medium term. Due to stablecoins' finicky nature, whether it be questionable collateral reserves with USD Tether, Ponzi-ish tokenomics with Terra USD, lawsuits of being security with BUSD, or general lack of availability on decentralized exchanges such as with DAI, there's many issues that plague stablecoins. However, because of their inability to appreciate in value on their own accord, the risk of choosing the wrong stablecoin to park one's funds sometimes feels like playing Russian roulette. In the same way how wrapped Bitcoin, or WBTC, solves the interoperability issue of Bitcoin on the Ethereum network and currently has a market cap of $4.5 billion at the time of writing, Fuse stablecoins were created to serve as a quasi-derivative product that greatly improves the stablecoin experience. As illustrated on the faces of our NFTs, Fuse stablecoins and all Fuse stablecoin-based products, more on that to come, are comprised of 4 equally distributed bases of stablecoins, those cryptocurrencies being Polygon-based BUSD, USDC, USDT, and DAI. These 4 were chosen because they were the most popular stablecoins at the time of project creation. To avoid the frequent downfalls during the To avoid the frequent downfalls observed during the 2021 NFT bull run, instead of just offering NFT alternatives to stablecoins and expecting the public to come on board merely due to the NFT capability, we decided to take advantage of the Wax blockchain's token backing feature that creates the discounted aspect of our acronym. The Wax blockchain allows for their NFTs to be backed by the fungible token that runs their blockchain called WaxP. The interesting aspect of the backing feature is once the tokens are backed within the NFT, the only way to retrieve said NFTs is to burn the NFT entirely. Or to retrieve said tokens is to burn the NFT entirely. Thus, this resembles locking gold away in a vault or in a safe. So alongside getting a singular NFT that does the work of divvying up collateral four ways, all of our NFTs are offered with fixed percentages of WaxP inside the NFT free of charge from the Broken Faucet Foundation. This backed WaxP is referred to as insurance within the project. Using the $10 FAUCET stablecoin NFT as an example, there will be a $2.50 or 25% of purchasing price of WaxP insurance placed in the NFT before it is purchased. So basically just meaning when I mint it. The primary advantage of the WaxP insurance is that NFT holders are no longer 100% reliant on there being another interested and independent investor looking to offload the financial cost of the NFT of the original buyer at a markup. Instead, all NFT holders of the Broken Faucet collection will be able to immediately liquidate their funds with at least 25% recovery. And this is just dependent on the NFT denomination. The higher you go up in denomination, the more insurance there will be. This is an immense innovation to the current day NFT project where most people stand to hold the bag and lose 100% of their invested funds if there isn't another interested buyer in the market. The WaxP insurance is considered to be discounted because the customer-facing value of the NFT is $12.50 at the time of issuance, whereas it only costs $10 to purchase. So as the price of WaxP fluctuates after minting and initial NFT backing, the value of WaxP insurance will also follow suit. In the medium to long term, assuming that the price of WaxP increases to $2 to $10 plus a valuation, which would give the token a valuation of $5.4 billion to $27 billion worth of market cap, that same $10 FAUCET stablecoin would be worth roughly $72 to $362 using today's price of 0.069 cents per WaxP. In the general scenario that it takes 10 years for WaxP to hit the $2 to $10 price range, the average annual returns of buying and holding the $10 FAUCET stablecoin NFT would be between 62% and 352% uncompounded per year at current WaxP price. And that easily beats nearly all available staking platforms and liquidity services on exchanges. In the scenario that WaxP price dips after NFT is already purchased, and makes the insurance value dip beneath its default $2.50, the holder has the opportunity to lower the average price of the insurance to lock in higher appreciation potential after prices recover. So irregardless of WaxP price, if a Broken Faucet NFT holder decides to add more personal funds into their NFT, returns can be realized one, sooner, or two, at a greater capacity than relying just on the default amounts of provided WaxP insurance initially installed in each financial product. So quite a wordful, mouthful. But yes. The insurance aspect of this, and hold on, we're gonna take a little break. Let's get back into this. So, right, the discounted part is a great innovation, and the insurance is amazing, and I think that is going to really make people stand out in terms of projects. It's going to make people stand out in terms of who is financially committed to their project. And let's break that down. Especially in the 2021 bull run, which is when most people got introduced to NFTs, not back in 2017, a lot of projects got away with selling NFTs that had a lot of sentimental value or project-related value. If you went to their white paper, they say, oh, this is how it's technically supposed to work, and this is how it's supposed to work, blah, blah, blah. But the functionality or the actual reality of it, being an NFT holder, is that no matter how much you value it, it could be worth, $10, $100, $1,000 plus in terms of what your NFT, was when you purchased it. The reality is that once it's time to sell, you have to convince someone that it's not only worth more than what it was minted as. You have to convince them that it's worth as much as you paid for it, and then also a little bit more so you can squeeze in your profit. That's what each and every single NFT holder had to do. And so naturally that results in a Ponzi-ish scenario where you're going to want to trade the NFT, but you're not going to want to hold it. So it's kind of like playing hot potato. So the advantage of having this insurance within these NFTs is that now when you purchase the NFT, you literally have money already given back to you in terms of a return. So for our $1, $5, and $10 denominations for our NFTs, we have 25%, and you'll see this a little bit later. But as we get higher, we have higher percentages. So we have our highest denomination currently planned. We don't have it yet issued. Is the $100 NFT, and that has, I think, 65% insurance to it. So the point being is that if you purchase this $100 NFT, now you immediately get $65 back, assuming that you bought the NFT, relatively soon after its issuance. So WaxP fluctuation, WaxP price fluctuation doesn't mess up that 65% too much. So yeah, when else have you had this opportunity? So I really think this is novel, and I really do think that this will be a great innovation for all NFT holders. And and no matter how big your brand is, no matter how big your social media is, if you're not willing to put money in your own NFT for your community members so they can, have less chance of being rug pulled, or either rug pulled or literally rug pulled, or maybe just holding the bag too long without seeing any financial gains, which is also the part of NFTs. There has to be tokenomics and financial opportunity for people to be interested in the NFT project. I think this is going to be a new wave for this, and we'll talk about this later, but I have ways of integrating as well insurance into other cryptocurrency projects, so the cryptocurrency project foundation doesn't have to put up that front cost too much on their own. So now for the over-collateralized section here. The over-collateralized parts of Broken Faucet NFTs is derived from the relationship and disparity between collateral value and the asking price of our NFTs. For the time being, all NFTs will function as non-redeemable financial products. This means that there will be no expectation of being able to exchange an NFT for an underlying collateral that backs it. There are multiple reasons for the non-redeemable nature of the Broken Faucet NFTs, but the primary reason is due to lack of initial liquidity and for ease of business during the initial launch phase. So with established context, it's sensible to not yet provide redemption services. With that being said, to compensate for the non-redeemable nature of our collateral, we offer 50% additional coverage or 150% collateralization at the face value of our NFTs. All collateral is placed in our cold storage ledger hardware wallet. On the faces of all of our NFTs, there is a wallet address that can be scanned as a QR code that will be point towards the project's collateral. So pretty much all of them have the QR code. The very first one just had the wallet address, which I didn't think to convert to a QR code, but pretty much all of them have a QR code that you can scan, and you can see on Polygon Scan where our collateral is. An example of the $10 FAUCET stablecoin, we have $15 of collateral for each NFT that we're selling for $10. This then means all initial buyers will have up to a 50% profit window if they can find another investor interested in buying the NFT off of them. In a scenario that the project picks up steam, if Sam is first to purchase a $10 FAUCET stablecoin on Atomic Hub, he can sell the NFT to Emily for $13. In this transaction, Sam realized an immediate 30% gain on his capital, and Emily has a financial product that still has up to $2 or 15.4% of room for trading if you'd like. And due to the Wax blockchain's delegated proof of stake, or DPoS, consensus mechanism, there will be virtually no gas fees to pay that will eat at her profits. So if Emily decided to keep her NFT for the medium term and WaxB hits her desired price target, when she decides to burn her NFT to access the insurance, Broken Faucet will have the opportunity to either 1, issue a replacement NFT using Emily's former collateral, or 2, remove the associating $15 of collateral from cold storage, which will function as delayed profit. And importantly, removal of collateral from cold storage will be announced at least 2 weeks prior to removal. So, right, these NFTs are supposed to act as somewhat like accounts, and I believe I mentioned it later on in the white paper as well. But yeah, so if they're accounts, and basically you're able to, or think of them as piggy banks, essentially, not necessarily accounts, but if these are piggy banks and you're destroying them, but the piggy bank was made from the underlying collateral, that means either one, I have more collateral than what's issued out into the public, so that means I can reissue the exact same NFT, or I can just take it out of circulation, my $15 for her $10 NFT. And so the point is, once the project picks up steam, I'll eventually announce either, it just depends, as needed, but realistically quarterly or maybe twice a year, who knows, withdrawals of collateral, so that we're able to take in profits from our project and be able to fund future business ideas and whatnot. So, wrapped NFT, the final section of this. The inspiration behind the idea of wrapped NFTs came from the aforementioned cryptocurrency called wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. Briefly, wrapped BTC serves the function of having a financial product that's linked to the price of Bitcoin, but is able to exist on smart contract compatible decentralized applications such as platforms that are compatible with the ERC's token standard, or Ethereum. Just by solving that simple problem and also having their own ownership of their collateral instead of being an exchange that matches buyers and sellers, wrapped Bitcoin and its foundation now sits at rank number 18 out of all cryptocurrencies at a current market capitalization of $4.5 billion. Using the same semi-physical, semi-digital, and I call it, Fiji, the easiest way to refer to that. This Fiji nature of NFTs, there's a large set of use cases that have yet to be explored en masse, in my opinion. Amongst many other benefits of NFTs, here's how Figiness can greatly improve the current DeFi industry. So I just gave 3 examples here, but NFTs are number one. NFTs allow for a singular grouping, designation, and transference of multiple financial products at one time. So to replicate the function of the $10 View stablecoin NFT with fungible tokens, someone would need to split up their funds between 4 different tokens on either a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange, then have to withdraw each of the 4 tokens to the designated storage space. The total of 8 actions, and for each 4, it would be 8 buying and transferring over. The total of 8 actions every time they'd like to diversify their stablecoin holdings are instead of the one-step process of just purchasing the NFT from the open market. So we save people 8 times. And trust me, when I'm making these NFTs, it really is tiresome. Not tiresome, but just tedious to have to confirm 8 separate times just for a singular instance where you want to move money into the Fuse stablecoin format at least. So it's good having these singular NFTs that you're able to purchase, and then boom, it acts as the same thing for you. So 2, NFTs allow for embedded cross-blockchain security. So because Broken Faucet NFTs are available on the Wax blockchain, but the supporting collateral that backs each financial product is based in Polygon-based cryptocurrencies, each financial product has a safety of the following formula. So safety and monetary value equals Wax blockchain security times Polygon blockchain security. So Broken Faucet stands to benefit from this cross-chain security feature, as even the scenario of a blockchain failure of Polygon, or even in the scenario of a blockchain failure of Polygon, there will be tangible evidence of the collateral pre-failure. That means preservation of value. And similarly, in the scenario of a Wax blockchain failure, the underlying collateral will still be based in Polygon, and there will be 150% of funds available in cold storage in the case of an emergency. So I really like this point, and I'm not going to finish until I recoup here. We're going to stop right here. But yeah, I really like this point because, even though blockchains are super secure and whatnot, you can always have opportunities for a Terra USD example where the whole thing just collapsed, or a 51% attack. These things are possible. And so, or hacks, which are much more likely than a whole 51% attack. But yes, it's good that we have embedded security. So for point B, An example or in a scenario that Polygon ever, let's say doesn't work as a blockchain, all of the collateral that's based in our NFTs are already minted pre-failure of Polygon will have reasonable value. So what does that mean? Basically put that though they won't be worthless because they were at once worth that time. So in the same way how, let's say if you have 100% gold backed reserves, if that goes from 100% down to 90, yes, they're less worth what they were, but it's not zero. And that's essentially what the point is, where there was proof of this. And so the only thing that would need to happen afterwards is that I would need to switch the collateral of further funds. So, or I'll have to switch the base of it. So instead of being on Polygon, it might be on Binance Smart Chain. It might be on, whatever. Tron, I think, as well has quite a good array of cryptocurrencies, but another blockchain. And then so also on Wax, if there's ever an issue with Wax NFTs or if they can get stolen or whatever the case may be, I have 150% of funds in the cold storage. So that's also part of the reason why we have the over-collateralization, is that in case of an absolute worst case scenario, everyone gets their money back and I still get 50% of my funds back, no questions asked. And so this is a great way to prepare for an FTX moment or anything like that. A lot of these DeFi projects and protocols don't have a lot of doomsday Armageddon insurance plans, and I think this is kind of a good example of that. But anyway, moving forward, number 3, NFTs allow for richer in-game financial realities and capabilities. So with Broken Faucet, Wax-based NFT collections, Web3 games, and metaverses will have a brand new array of currencies and financial products that they can incorporate in their respective projects and communities. And also traditionally, Wax communities were strapped to just WaxP or other Wax-based cryptocurrencies, which often experience less than stellar price performance. But now there's alternative means of conducting commerce and incentive issuance, which are mostly independent of WaxP price. So, right. This acts as a bridge, essentially. So in the same way how we have wrapped Bitcoin from the Bitcoin only compatible blockchain to the ERC standard and the whole family of ERC, essentially that's what we're doing. But we're taking fungible tokens and we're transplanting them into the Wax blockchain / NFT format. And so now I think also Wax has a Ethereum bridge for NFTs. So that's technically these NFTs will also be able to be used on Ethereum, but I haven't tested that feature out yet myself. But yes, it's much greater because, for example, WaxPs, I've been on WaxP on Wax blockchain since early 2021. So it's been over 2 years now since I've been with Wax, and the price has literally gone from like 2 cents, 3 cents, all the way up to $1, all the way back down to about like 6 or 7 cents. So it's like there's no real means of being able to rely on WaxP price, even though WaxP itself as a token and as a blockchain is super good, is super fundamentally undervalued in my opinion. So the innovation here is that now you're able to use BUSD, USDC, whatever, and now you have real representation of those that's native within the Wax community and within the Wax blockchain. So now if you ever want to pay someone, you no longer have to worry about WaxP price going up and down. Just buy $100 worth of few stable coins, and then you're able to pay them that for the foreseeable future, as long as as long as the stable coins have their value essentially, and our whole system keeps up. So other financial products, and what's part am I at? I'm at number 5. All right. Let me just check how much time I have. All right, cool. I have another 15 minutes. Let's see here. Down and down and down. All right. Other financial products. So once future liquidity comes along for a collateral, Broken Faucet intends to expand its inventory of financial products immensely. At the time of writing, the product has 3 available products: Fuse stablecoin, and then underneath those, stable healthcare and stable charity. Stable healthcare and stable charity are both products that follow the same 4-tiered stablecoin collateral base as a regular Fuse stablecoin. While the fused stablecoin is used for more generic purposes, stable healthcare and stable charity are used for the specific purposes of saving for future medical related expenses and future charity contributions to an organization or someone one might know. So a key feature of the diversity of products is that it allows for both individuals and products to allocate funds in a coherent manner without needing to create multiple WAX accounts or trying to keep track of fund allocations with fluctuating WAXP price. Alongside the stable series of NFTs, we will soon feature our loose and top 3 series as well. Our loose NFTs will be Broken Faucet NFTs, whose collateral base is composed of a singular altcoin, and the top 3 NFTs will be the top 3 currencies in the market, excluding stable coins. So currently those being Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. So yes, we're just going to be switching up the bases of it. So essentially put, our loose NFTs will be more volatile. So there's more chance for appreciation, but also more chance for depreciation. And then our top 3 is a way of kind of creating an index, essentially. And that's what I'm kind of trying to do in that manner, where if I create a top 3, essentially we should be able to track the value of the overall cryptocurrency market within our NFT. So it's going to be more volatile, so more means of appreciation than just the stable coins, of course, but it's going to be less volatile than just relying on any one of the 3 or any altcoin that we're going to have within our loose NFT series. So it's going to be for a whole profile of different risk tolerances that Broken Faucet is going to cater to. Anything else? Oh, yeah. And also just, simply put, if we have a, let's say you're a wax project, for example, let's say you have an employee that you're going to have, instead of having to delegate your funds through different wax accounts, maybe for an employee account versus your personal one or anything like that, just buy a stable healthcare, send it to your employee, and every so often, as per agreed, just load up their NFT, and then boom, you're taking care of their healthcare expenses. And then if you want to donate to charity, let's say if you have a charity that's on your mind, or there's something that you want to donate, but you want to save a little bit of money, you might as well buy yourself a stable charity NFT, and then you're going to put money towards that, and then give yourself a year, 2 years, however long it takes for a WAXP to appreciate to wherever you would like your funds to be at. You take your stable charity NFT, you burn it, and then you recoup all the funds in WAXP, and then you can sell the WAXP on a exchange and then cash out for whatever you need to do. So, and as we go along, there's going to be stable groceries, stable energy, stable education. There's a whole bunch of different means of breaking that down. And so insurance levels at each denomination. Broken Faucet currently has denominations of $1, $5, and $10 NFTs available for all 3 of our currently available categories of financial products. Each denomination of NFT caters to different use cases and budgets. Once more liquidity is secured, we will expand to all of the stated denominations below. And this table illustrates the potential use cases of each denomination of Broken Faucet NFT. So we see here we have the NFT denomination $1 all the way up to 100. And then we see you have back insurance from 25% all the way up to 65 currently. And so you see number 1 is a cash tier. This tier is meant for spare cash and menial objectives for future costs in the 1 to 3 digit range. Use cases for the cash tier could include community rewards, charity, gas fee savings, etc. So, right, if we're using $2 and $10 of WAXP as an example for our future target, anything that's $1 realistically would be able to be worth, or within a singular digit range, let's say, of savings, would be realistically worth at least 2 digits after all that appreciation. So buying one of these, this is for the 2 to 3 digit range. So we have our $5 to $10 denominations, and this is considered the short-term tier. This tier is meant to be a small step up from the cash tier. Purchasers can use these NFTs for future costs ranging from the 2 to 3 digit mark, realistically, or at absolute max lower 4 digit. Use cases for the short-term NFTs can be funds for future NFT purchases, holiday gifts for others, future shopping, etc. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit more heftier for people who have just even a slighter bit of a bankroll. Let's say their crypto allocation is like $100 a month or something like that. This would be more feasible for you than for someone who is just who might be a little have a little tighter budget. And so moving forward, we have the medium term tier, which is the $25 and $50 tiers, where this tier is meant to serve larger expenses or saving aspirations that are around the 3 to 4 digit level. So this tier could be used for vacation savings, funds for future freelancer hiring, marketing expenses, medical savings, etc. And so this will be for heavier pocketed or bigger pocketed individual investors, or also for businesses or for cryptocurrency projects, where if you know, for example, you're going to have a big launch, let's say in 2-3 years down in your timeline, but you want to save up for marketing costs or whatnot, this is how you would do it now. If WaxP price is at 7 cents, just give yourself a guesstimation. It just depends on how much you believe in WaxP price. If you believe if it's at right now, I think it's actually at closer to 6 cents than it is at 7 cents. But if you believe that it will ever go back to 24 cents, boom, that's a 3 to 4x on your capital. So instead of you paying, $1,000 in the future, all you have to do is pay, $250, $300 now, or scale into that, and then you'll get that plus more, assuming that price does hit your price point. So lastly, we have the maximalist tier. And so this level is meant for participants with larger pockets and those who are interested in covering future costs within the 3 to 5 digit range. Plus, really, just depends on how high WaxP price goes. This tier is allocated 65% insurance coverage, which means that WaxP price only needs to increase roughly 54% from issuance price to recoup the initial $100 purchase amount. Participants who may find the maximalist tier favorable are long-term WaxP whales, businesses and projects, and also NFT investors. So, as I may have alluded to earlier, the rationale for having more and more WaxP insurance is just so that, yet again, people aren't holding the bags, and people aren't holding the bags relative to how much they put in. So obviously, you're not going to be concerned about whether or not you're not going to be concerned about the financial returns of a $1 NFT as you would $100, which is way more capital. So with that being said, they deserve a little bit more insurance to cover future costs. And with only 54% of your with only 54% appreciation needed for these WaxP prices, realistically, if you have a larger bankroll and also believe in WaxP price, maximalist tier would be absolutely great for you, because, in an example that if WaxP price goes another 4x, 5x, 10x from whenever you purchase it, realistically, this 65% or $65 worth of funds will greatly benefit you in the future. So finally, for clarification's sake, Broken Faucet defines standard time horizons as such. So short term being 3 to 9 months, 3 to 9 months from present day. Medium term 6 to 18 months from present day, and then long term 18 months to 5 years from present. So this allows enough time for any short term bear market that might affect you. And also, I try to let's just see how much time we have. All right, we have about 6 more minutes. I try to time the purchasing or time the starting on this project due to WaxP price. So I currently think that we're towards the end of WaxP price in terms of the bear market. We went all the way up to $1, and now we're at about 6 cents. I do think that we're going to drop all the way down to about a penny or two. But if we can get our WaxP at that price, pretty much for the foreseeable future, within the medium term and long term, we're gonna be good to go in terms of our NFTs. So we're gonna have peaks and valleys from the 1 penny baseline, but realistically speaking, I don't think that WaxP will ever be at 1 penny and stay at 1 penny, or even lesser than is too good of a blockchain for that. And so last part here. It's important to mention that the Broken Faucet NFT program also has its own cryptocurrency on the Binance Smart Chain, which can be found at the following address. So this is the corporate token that I was alluding to at the very beginning of the video. The FAUCET token is a corporate token, which is a new form of cryptocurrency where companies park revenue earned from business transactions into their sovereign tokens. And so this is what wash to earn is. If you're familiar with wash to earn, Broken Faucet, I think now is like the third ever corporate token. So uses of our soon to be released, holders of the FAUCET token will be entitled to perks such as the following and more to come. So uses of our soon to be released supercharger, where users will be able to exchange FAUCET for other cryptocurrencies held in Broken Faucet's inventory at a leveraged market for immediate profit, executed in over-the-counter fashion. Access, and I'll get back to the supercharger. Access to our 24-hour primary market held in the project's Discord when new NFTs are issued. Discord members and FAUCET holders can purchase the NFT through the chat for an exclusive 24-hour window. Once more funds are secured, there will be a website checkout for all of Broken Faucet NFTs. Participation in the Broken Faucet, or Jesus Christ, participation in the Wash to Earn token union. This is a project of Broken Faucet. It's called Wash to Earn, which is a YouTube trivia series corporate token. Because they are heavily linked to each other on the PancakeSwap decentralized exchange and the following address, all funds that go towards Wash to Earn will also positively affect FAUCET price. And at the time of writing, the revenue sources responsible for keeping up FAUCET price will be trading profits, which I trade crypto futures, then also NFT sales soon to come. And more revenue sources will be commenced as the crypto project matures. So, yes, the supercharger and also the corporate token as well, their mechanics make it where owning FAUCET token will actually be more in the financial benefit for anybody who's interested within this project than it will be holding WaxP. And the reason is because when we sell NFTs, the initial sales that we get from the primary market, or from the secondary market technically, from Atomic Hub, we'll go to purchase more BNB and then to purchase more FAUCET from here. So meaning that when other people buy NFTs from us, if you already hold the FAUCET NFTs or the FAUCET fungible tokens, your purchasing power to then purchase more NFTs in the future actually increases. So it's a kind of a ingrained loyalty system. And then also people who own Wash to Earn from our trivia series we're watching, if you guys convert your Wash to Earn into FAUCET, you guys increase the price of it for me, and also you increase your returns because there's less liquidity currently on Broken Faucet than there is on Wash to Earn. So thank you guys for watching this white paper, or reaching the end of this white paper and then watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about the project, you're already on YouTube, so you can subscribe, or you could follow us on Discord. So quite a lot, and I kind of definitely went through that. But yeah, we only have about 2 more minutes. But yeah, I really think this is going to be great. I'm going to be posting more about this very soon. I think eventually he's going to have his own channel, but right now we're just going to have his own section for Broken Faucet on the current channel that we have. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think that this is going to be a huge thing. All that's really dependent is how much collateral that we're going to get or how much we're going to have access to. And realistically, that's just all on my trading skills right now and also my future projects I have. I wanted to create, I told you guys I'm into crypto AI images, so I want to create a lot of merchandise as well, which is soon to come, hopefully in end of Q2, Q3. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, catch you later. Peace.